Some of you eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed in the last video I did about candy finishes that I showed you 4 different ways of doing it. But there was a 5th spoon shown right there that I didn't show you exactly how to do that finish or what that finish is in the first place. And today I'm going to show you that. And today's video is about anodizing. Now, anodizing is a process that's usually done with actual metals, and it gives a really deep matte kind of finish, but it's a metallic. Looks really cool, definitely unique, and you don't see it that often on Gundam builds. So I just did a build of an Epion that I will show you after all of this, but before we get to that, I'm going to take you over to the spray booth and I'm going to show you how to anodize your parts. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is use these very familiar spoons that we did in the candy coating video, and it's going to be pretty much the same process that I used before. I'm just going to spray one of these spoons metallic gunmetal, and the other one is going to be done metallic chrome silver. Once I spray these, then I'm going to do them both with a clear green, and then once the clear green is done, I'm going to hit them both with a flat clear. This flat clear is what's going to give you that anodized look. So now here I go. So now after we've given both the chrome silver and the gunmetal a little ample time to dry, the next thing is to do our green clear coat. Now, there might be little inclusions of dust and stuff inside here. I'm not out for perfection. I'm just showing you how to do this anodized look. So right now, I'm going to start shooting the clear over the gunmetal, and we're gonna get that taken care of. So right now what I'm gonna do is clear coat over both of these. They've both been given ample time to dry, and the reason why I ended up using 2 different base coats was again to show you just the different outcome you can get. The lighter base you get, the lighter finish you get. The darker, the darker. So now that these have been giving some time to dry, what I'm gonna do now is hit them both up with some Tamiya flat clear. At this point, never in any build really actually do you wanna be able to touch this with your bare hands because you're going to get oils on them, but especially now you do not want to touch this, because if you do, you run the risk of getting a white cloudy effect on it and then it looks like garbage. So now I'm just going to spray these with the matte clear. It's going to go on like it's a gloss clear, that's just because it's wet, but it will dry in that flat look. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take this green spoon and I'm only going to spray half of it with the matte. So this way you'll get to see the difference between the gloss and the matte. Now another thing to keep in mind whenever you're spraying any kind of flat clears, or you're spraying any kind of flat finishes or anything like that, or clear coats, you want to make sure it's not humid inside the environment you're spraying. Humidity will cause a regular gloss clear coat to cloud up, and it will not look good. It'll damage the finish, especially if you're going for a high gloss finish. So you want to make sure everything is proper, low humidity, clean environment, dust and grease free surface that you're going to be painting on. So now we're going to take a break and we're going to come back and show you what this looks like when it's all dry. So now everything's had time to dry. You can kind of see what the final result looks like. Now mind you, this one doesn't look quite as impactful unless I cover the back, because this is a clear spoon. I sprayed the back, but not really that much. So you got to keep in mind, if you're going to use a light color in order for it to really look good, which it's really not going to matter because you're going to be doing this on, I would imagine, just a regular solid Gundam piece, if you will, or car, or ship, or whatever else it is that you are painting at the moment. This will work for anything. So if I cover it up, you can kind of see that the finish now is matte. It's more of a satin, kind of semi-gloss here, but more of a satin. But now if I go to where I did the extra coats over here, you can see now we have that anodized look right there. So it's kind of got that nice sheen to it. You can see the metallic, it still has the dynamism in it when you move it in the color spectrum. You can see the difference here between a gloss and the anodized look. And when you mix the two of them together in a build, these paint finishes, you can get a really unique look like the Epion I'm going to show you right now. All things said, all things considered, I absolutely love this contrasted look. I love the anodized kind of finish too. It gives a certain depth, and again, it's not something that you see that often on a lot of these builds, mainly because it just takes a little extra bit of a step. So you've got your base color, your metallic base, and by the way, this won't really work on a flat base. It has to have a metallic into it in order to get that nice sheen that comes out of this. So forget the flat base. But you need a metallic base, the gloss clear that you're going to use, and it can work in any color gloss clear that you want. And then you have to do the flat clear coat on top of the gloss clear, but you have to make sure A, that the gloss is completely dry before you spray this, and B, the second you're done spraying the gloss, you cannot handle it anymore with bare hands. You have to use gloves because any oils that you get from your skin on the actual gloss piece, it's going to create a white foamy look at the end. It's going to mar the finish, and then you have to strip the whole thing and start again. So if gloss candies weren't already a bit of a pain to do and a bit more of a job, doing an anodized look is even more. Everything has to be laid just right for the finished result to look good. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well, and the bell icon to get notified of any future uploads. With that, I would like to say thank you very much for watching, and bye!